YouTube? This is VidHead85 and welcome to That Child-Free Guy. This is from Psychology Today, 6 terrible reasons to have a child. Many people have their reasons, and you know what? They're all selfish. My reasons for not having a child is also selfish because I love my sleep. I mean, my skin is glowing. It's glowing in 1080p. It wasn't glowing on my other one. You could probably see a booger in my nose if whatever. I actually saw one of my previous videos. Why is that? Why am I doing this? Why am I saying this? Why am I even saying? Let me get on with the article and stop wasting your time. Okay, 6 reasons, the horrible reasons people have kids, to have someone that loves you. Okay, the dogs love unconditionally. Dogs are human beings, we do not deserve dogs. Cats are amazing too. Like, I love cats too. Cats are beautiful. They take care of themselves most of the time too, and I like that because, it's like, for me, I'd rather have a dog or a cat than a child because, I don't know, it's just a very different thing. Like, children are known to raise anxiety levels. Dogs soothe them most of the time. Coming home to your cat and, she's meowing at you, unless she's just rubbing on your leg and she's in heat, but you never know, but there are cats that are like tender and affectionate. To have someone that loves you, maybe there's another thing a third suggestion: therapy, counseling. Don't go to religious counselors. Go to someone who's licensed, because when you love yourself, that's the best. It hits different when you love yourself. Number 2, because someone expects you to. If all your friends jump off a bridge, are you gonna do the same thing? No. I'm gonna be the only one on that bridge. And besides, why are they jumping off the bridge anyway? Is there something good down there that I'm supposed to get? Like, I'll scuba down there or whatever. I mean, because someone expects you to. I don't think that a lot of people understand, when it comes to regretful parents, how many women were shamed out of abortions because the man said that he was going to be there, and then as soon as the baby was born, like, who was it? They Speedy Gonzalez right out of there. Like, all you saw was ass and elbows when they said, "Hey, come sign this birth certificate." Because people don't really understand the pressure that women are under when they don't want to have a child. They want to get the procedure done. They want to terminate this pregnancy. But you literally have someone that will make them homeless, that will disown them, that will do unspeakable things for a lump of flesh that doesn't even become viable until 24 weeks. Societal pressure, I don't think that we think about reproductive coercion enough and how toxic that is. Number 3, to fit in. Okay, I forgot how eye-rolling this thing was. Because sometimes sometimes I'll read these, and then I'll be like, okay, and then I'll read them out loud, and I'm just like, what? There was actually this one article or something that someone else was reading on their Childfree channel, and she was saying, maybe it was Marcella from Childfree Millennial. But they were saying, oh, mom friends, you can, play dates and and this and this and that. And that is a benefit of being a parent, because you connect with other parents. If you have similar activities, your kids have similar activities, and stuff like that. And they can make friends, in that way. But just to fit in there are many other things that you can do to kind of, like, there are many other communities where you don't have to have a child to fit into them. Like, what are your interests here? And then in the article, there was this little snippet. One woman who, in conjunction with her husband, decided not to have children, observed, "I am one of 4 sisters and the only one without kids. That set me apart, and not in a good way, especially since I was capable of having them. Both my parents and my siblings saw my choice as proof of how selfish and self-involved I was. When my parents died, I received far less than my sisters, and the will even noted that I didn't need as much since it was just me alone." That's nonsense. Number 4, to give your life purpose. A lot of things give our life purpose. I mean, too bad that volunteering doesn't exist. Too bad that, traveling doesn't exist, rewarding careers. Too bad that having a passion that you follow doesn't exist. Too bad that things don't exist where we can actually explore them and become great at them and find a sense of purpose in those things. Just have a kid. Number 5, to establish your legacy. I really hate this one because I don't know the name of my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa or grandma. I don't know either one of them. Do I care? No, not really. I wouldn't mind knowing their names. Might give me a nice, name for a story to use. But in the grand scheme of things, I really don't care that, a legacy is not something. Having a kid is not a legacy. George Washington didn't have no kids. Lata Mangeshkar, no kids. That woman was literally a walking, talking music box. 92 years old. She probably lived that long because she ain't had no husband. Straight men will kill you. And you know what? I can't really say I'm joking with that because that took a dark turn, but it's unfortunately real. Okay. To establishing a legacy is not about, it's about what you do and how you contribute to the world around you. Contributing kids into this world is not a legacy. To keep their marriage together, or to marry, or to pretty much baby trap somebody. Let's just face that. To keep your marriage together, or to make somebody marry you, that's gonna work. Because when they see how miserable you are, you're gonna keep that relationship. Of course you are. And then when the relationship goes anyway, all you're gonna have is someone who you're gonna have an ex, and then you're probably gonna have a spouse. The ex's spouse who doesn't like you because you remind them of their past, and you're going to have a kid on top of all of that. Didn't think that one through, did you? Done, did you? Oh my goodness, I channeled my inner Jebediah. Shout out to Movies Explained 4. Subscribe to him. He's awesome. All right. So, kids will test a relationship. You have to have a strong foundation, which is why I admire Sean T. and Scott Blocker and their family, because they did the work of making themselves a firm foundation in themselves, then also with each other, and then as a family. That's how you do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that some people will be like, yeah, that's some newfangled bullshit. Well, you know what? Hey, it works. If you take the time to work on you take the time to unpack everything, you take the time to be that firm foundation in yourself, and then in your coupledom, and then in your parent-child relationship, that works. So, 6 terrible reasons anybody ever wanted to have a kid. Pretty sure there are more. I know there's a few more other ones. I'll put them in the corners because these are hilarious, because it just all boils down to, I was bored, I think I should do it, and then I'm being really, really selfish bringing someone into this world who didn't ask to be here, and here I am, because of my selfish decision, putting someone in this crappy world. But it's also good too. It's a great world, but it's also crappy. See you soon. Have a great one.